after the racer party and edit videos because I think it's just going to be too hard. Folks that are camping, again, be patient. We're all dealing with this together. So I promise 2026 won't be like this. Guys, welcome to episode 111 of the Drag Drive Repeat Show presented by Summit Racing. Tonight, we're talking about the Circuit 2025, round 2. This is going to be so freaking awesome. I hope you're ready. All right, let's do it. DEATSCHWerks is a leading manufacturer of high-performance fuel system components. They are the official fuel delivery of Drag Drive Repeat. The DW product line includes fuel injectors, fuel pumps, modules, rails, regulators, filters, lines, and fittings, plus surge tanks, engineered to support power levels ranging from 400 to 3,000 horsepower. Since its founding, DEATSCHWerks has been committed to delivering quality, innovation, and precision to the automotive performance industry. Every DW product is built to maximize reliability and efficiency, ensuring optimal fueling solutions for racers, tuners, and performance enthusiasts worldwide. With a focus on engineering excellence and industry-leading customer support, DEATSCHWerks continues to drive the future of high-performance fueling. Let's talk about the circuit schedule, okay? You ready for this? So for folks that are looking for something to do this weekend, if you're not racing in the circuit, let's run through this real quick. So I'm going to post this later. This has been posted several times on the circuit page, but I'm going to share it on Drag Drive Repeat too. So again, the circuit racers will enter at the back gate at Tulsa Raceway Park. I'll put the address in the post. You guys will see it. Gates open at 10 a.m. on Thursday. Tech from noon to 4. Be in the line by 4 o'clock. Friday, gates open at 8 a.m. We're teching from 8 until noon. Be in line by noon. We want to be out of there as soon as possible as we can, okay? Bring your vehicle, your race vehicle, your race trailer, not your tow trailer, your race tires. They need to be either mounted on the car, probably unless you're running radials. There's no need to mount them physically on the car. Just bring them with you when you come up. All of your safety equipment, dadgummit, bro, do not leave your jacket in the truck. Like, just come on. We got shit to do. We don't need to do that. Your driver's license, your insurance, and your registration, okay? You're going to need all that stuff. So write this down. You're going to bring your race vehicle. You're going to bring your race trailer. You're going to bring your race tires. You're going to bring your race safety equipment. Then you're going to bring your normal stuff, driver's license, insurance, and registration to the tech line. Okay. For racers that tech on Thursday, you're not required to come back to the track on Friday morning. We would prefer you do though, because then we're all going to be moving together. So we'd love it if you'd start from the track on Friday. It's no big deal. You don't have to, but wherever your hotel is, you have to come back to where you left the route. This is like Rocky Mountain Race Week. This isn't like, oh man, it's fine. This is some weekend event. They're not as strict as they are. Yes, we are. Don't jack around with it. Just follow the rules, follow the route like you're supposed to. One, because it gets you ready for a week-long event. And two, I mean, listen, you want to be around your race car friends, so do that. But you're not required. If you tech on Thursday, you're not required to come back to the track on Friday. We will provide day one driving directions when you get your packet. Okay. For racers that are on Friday, feel free to, same thing, hit the route, man. It's going to be awesome. We will drive right out the front gate of Tulsa Raceway Park on Friday once you have your directions, simply for two reasons. One, that's how I wrote the directions when we did it back in when we were going to do it in April. But then two, I want to see the look on a lot of those race car faces as we cruise right by them driving these street cars, and they know, hey man, those guys are fixing to go on 300 miles of street driving, and I'm over here in my truck and toter and double stacker trailer, and my car runs the 8th mile in 3.5 or 4 seconds, and I'm not having nearly as much fun as those guys that are fixing to go hit the street. So I kind of want to do all that, right? Thursday night, 6 to 9 p.m., Los Cabos in Owasso. I've got the address here. You guys will see it in the post as well. 2 tacos, chicken or beef, rice and beans, and soft drink or tea are what you are going to be provided for free from us here for being a part of the circuit. If you're not part of the event, don't come down there for free food, okay? We're not built like that. The more money I spend there is less money I can donate, okay? That's how it goes. The meal's free. We've planned for about 250 people, which I think, based on voting, may be about the right number. I have no idea. Road trippers, you are welcome to come down with your co-pilot. Drivers and crew, you're all welcome to come down. This is kind of like we started this last year, yeah, with Chicken Annie's. We want this to be something that is like that last meal before you go out on the road. We want this to be kind of fun, have a good time, hang out with people, meet new folks that you're going to be hanging out with all weekend, create new race car friendships and all that kind of stuff. You can buy adult beverages there. We're obviously not going to take that away from you, but please, dear sweet baby Jesus, be careful, okay? I'm sure with 200 race cars cruising around, the Owasso Owasso Police Department are going to be looking for people doing dumb stuff. Okay. Karaoke does start at 7 p.m. So keep that in mind. We're going to be down there from 6 to 9. So keep that in mind.
We checked out that place during Mega Week, and the setup's going to be pretty sweet where we're at.
Yeah, it's going to be really nice. It's a big open area, and we have the outside basically to ourselves. I'm sure there'll be a few people kind of mingling around that are from the restaurant, but I hope we get some drag and drive racers that are out there karaokeing. I promise not to record too much. Okay, we are going to record a little bit because that makes for great content. But real quick, Friday night, it's easy. Friday morning, if you haven't texted, you got to get in there, get that done. Road trippers do not have to text or anything, but come by, get your stuff, get your shirts, get your sticker, obviously, register at the table, all that, get all that done, get your driving route. I'm up in the air on whether road trippers have to follow that. We'll see how it goes this year. I want them to, but do I need to make them? I don't know. I don't know if it's worthwhile. Yeah, I mean, you're like, you want that experience. You want to be part of that. So yeah, road trippers, you got to drive the route. I don't know how strict I'm going to be on that this year because that's like I'm making that decision 12 hours before we open registration. But Friday night, so you're going to leave Tulsa Friday morning, Friday night, 4 to 9 p.m. We're going to be at Galena, Kansas. We're going to be on Main Street in Galena, Kansas. Now, here's the key, right? You're going to pull in to Galena and it's going to be packed unless you are sometime around 4. Make sure you get your route stop photo. Our final route stop for day 1 is Gearhead Curios. Make sure you get the photo. We have that is 6th Street right there that Gearhead sits on. That will be blocked off further, like north, right? So as you pull in, your probably first thought is going to be going right. Do not do that. Go left so you can get your Gearhead Curios photo. There's a huge giant right there. Looks like Aaron, the owner. On the wall, there's a huge American flag. Get your photos at Gearhead Curios. Do not forget that, because if you get to Mocan and turn your slip in and you don't have your route stop photo, your ass is driving back to Galena to get it before you can turn in your time slip. Okay. Got it? Cool. Good. Awesome. Hang out there as long as you want to. After you get to the block party, you're good to go. But we do have belt sander races at 5 p.m. We have valve cover races at 6 p.m. And then we have the practice tree tournament starting at 7. $10 to enter in those races. 50% goes to the winner. 50% goes to the youth services of Tulsa. So it should be a great time. We're going to have an absolute blast with that. And I don't know if those guys will leave that stuff up for other times around. I would think so. And if they do, we need to work out with them what they need to charge to make that make sense. So belt sander races is put on by Gearhead Curios, and the valve cover races put on by Hot Rod Hangout Speed Shop and Diner, which both are route stops, both in Galena, Kansas, and both are the reason we could do this in Galena on such short notice. So big shout out to those guys. Please try and spend some money with them. I mean, while you're there, listen, that's all I'm asking. Not necessarily just the racing, but also go down to their shops, see what they got. We're stopping back by Hot Rod Hangout on Saturday on our way back through Galena. So should be kind of fun to be out there. I really feel like we're going to have 200 or 300 cars come through Galena on Friday night. It's going to be rather warm, which is fine. So that means as the night goes on, more cars will show up. There's going to be some live music played by the Mexican restaurant that is outside, which is going to be awesome. So we'll be able to hear that in the park and kind of do all of that. So again, make sure you take your photo Friday night with Gearhead Curios, belt sander races, valve cover races, practice tree. I'm going to put all that out there. And then the guys, Josh Rich and John Ketch, are doing a 32 car circuit only shootout at Mocan on Friday night. That the gates open at 6 p.m. at Mocan. You'll have to get with those guys to figure out like a real start time, but I think probably pretty close to that. So if you still want to do some racing Friday night, that's your way to do it. 32 cars shootout. They've got 2 classes. I think it's like fast and then 1150 or 11:0 and slower quarter mile. So there's going to be 8th mile fast stuff, 1150 or slower. Oh, hey, how about some Robert Voss up in here? Sorry, I'm late loading stuff for tomorrow. It's Camp Counselor Bob for everybody that's looking out there. Sorry, Thursday night you can camp at Tulsa Raceway Park. Friday night camping at Mocan. Saturday night back at Tulsa Raceway Park. Okay, lead us into some. Last thing for Friday night, Waffle House is doing a late night snack in Webb City. So we're gonna have some coupons and all that kind of stuff set up for Friday night in Webb City, which is like halfway between Mocan and the host hotel in Jop. So if people are looking for somewhere to go, that would be a good one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then that takes us to Saturday. So Saturday morning, we are at Mocan Dragway. Gates do open at 8 a.m. The track is hot from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m.
Oh, shoot. So, nope. Sorry. It's not either. It's 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. I'm sorry. Sorry.
All right.
I made a post about it yesterday, but I forgot to change it in our notes here.
Yes. So track is hot from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Yeah.
So 9 a.m. is Group A. We start out with slicks and radials, cars quicker than 1150. And then are you still doing noon or 11?
So it'd be 9 to 11 and then 1. Yeah.
Then it's going to be Group B, slicks and radials, cars slower than 1150, and then 1 o'clock open run. And we're going to start that with hard tire. So any tires with more than 225 tread wear or aggressive tread. So that's going to be kind of your run order right there. 9 a.m., cars quicker than 1150. 11 a.m., cars slower than 1150. 1 p.m., open run starting with the hard tires. Now, during the 9 a.m. and the 11 a.m., you are going to get 2 passes max during that session. So punch cards will be in use. If the lanes get slow, we will move those times up, but 2 passes max during those Group A and B. Open run, have at it.
Yeah.
So again, you must submit 2 time slips, so not 1, but 2. So that covers everything at MoCan.
Yeah, all the changes there. Run through that one more time. Sorry.
Okay, so gates open at 8 a.m. Track is hot from 9 a.m. till 3 p.m. Your run order here is 9 a.m. for Group A, 9 to 11, slick and radials, cars quicker than 1150. 11 to 1 is Group B, slick and radials, cars slower than 1150. 1 to 3 is going to be open run, but we are starting with the hard tire. Again, that is tires with more than 225 tread wear or any aggressive tread. So two passes max during Group A and B. Open run is open run. We do have punch cards we will be using, and if the lanes are slow, obviously we will adjust as needed. And you must turn in 2 time slips and your route stop photo.
Yep. And we are learning what Group A and B is going to, like, will that work for this event? We based Group A and B on historical data, like from last year and 2023, to see kind of how many cars, like what that typical break is. And this became an easy one to use. So we're going to see. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. We don't know. We're gonna try it this year.
And then Saturday night, our racer party is from 6 to 9. It is at Broken Arrow Lanes, which is in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. The bowling alley is rented out for us. So we're going to have the entire place to ourselves. You can play games, you can bowl. We're going to have food provided, so burgers, pizzas, and sodas. So again, racer party, 6 to 9, Broken Arrow Lanes, all to us. And then obviously for that night, camping is available at Tulsa Raceway Park.
Yep. I will say this about Tulsa Raceway Park when we get back on Saturday night. It's going to be packed, not only with spectators, but also with cars. The dirt down in T-Town is this weekend, so we have dirt track racing going on. Those guys will probably race till 11, I would think. We also have the finals. That will be the eliminations for Funny Car Chaos, so that could be interesting as well. So going to have a lot to check out there. Obviously, your wristband's going to get you in there, but there are going to be a lot of cars up and down that road. So prepare yourselves. If you want to watch some of that stuff, be there early. We'll have to see how it goes. Once the spectators roll out, I think some racers will be gone by the time we get there as well. We can fill holes, we fill spots, all that kind of stuff, empty spots in regular parking, because we'll be there Sunday morning. So Saturday night is going to be a bit of, I'm not going to say a cluster, because I think by the time, if you stay at the racer party till like 8:30 or 9, I think it will probably be pretty wound down over there. But if you are like, hey, I'm going to go do some of that stuff, and you show up at 7, be prepared to deal with a lot of struggle there. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see how all of that goes. It's pretty wild. The back gate will not be open on Saturday night. I will say that much. The back gate will not be open Saturday night. You will have to go in the front gate. So for guys like me, I think I'll probably just go to the hotel after the racer party and edit videos, because I think it's just going to be too hard. Folks that are camping, again, be patient. We're all dealing with this together. So I promise 2026 won't be like this. Sunday, this is the day. Listen, share with your friends. We got to get folks in the stands at Tulsa Raceway Park. I had initially sent out an email that you can't return to your rig on Saturday night to use it as a tow, to use it as a camper or whatever. I talked to Matt Frost. I talked to a couple other racers. We're going to allow it. Here's the key. You got to treat that trailer like it's a hotel room. So whatever you unpack from your car on Saturday night to take inside your trailer to sleep for the night needs to come back out and go back in your car to go to your pit spot on Sunday. You cannot pit by your tow rig on Sunday. Cannot pit by your tow rig. This is just like a regular drag and drive in the sense that that this ain't easy shit. We're not going to let you sit down there and park by your tow rig and use it as you may use it as a camper Saturday night only. Sunday morning, load your stuff up and come back to the pits. Don't leave anything in the trailer. If I find out that you're doing it, I'll make you drive back down. We'll go down together, and you can load all your stuff up in your car and bring it back down to your pits. So don't play with me. I'm not wild about doing this, but we're going to do it because it saves some people some hotel money. Sunday morning, gates open at 8 a.m. Track is hot 10 to 3 p.m. We are flipping the run order. We are going to start with Group B. That is this cars slower than 1150 on slicks or radials. Okay. Then we are going to Group A at noon. That is going to be slicks and radial cars that are quicker than 1150. And then at 2 p.m., we're going to do an open run starting with hard tire, or again, like by this point, everybody will have a pretty good idea. Your car number is going to be A1 or B2 or O7. Okay. It's going to have a number. We're going to be able to see it in there. And so again, 2 pass max during your session. Punch cards. Again, these punch cards are nice. They're kind of cool. I think they'll make great memorabilia. You can throw them in your glove box at the end of the weekend. You will be giving those to the fleeing family who are running the lanes so they can punch it as they come through. If the lanes get slow, we will be moving that time up again as well, just like we said earlier. Must submit 2 time slips. So this weekend, we're going to be looking for 4 time slips to set your average. Okay, that's how this is going to work. Molly Motorsports Awards Show will be as soon as we can after the last person submits their time slip. So if you have your time slip that you're happy with, bring that SOB to the trailer. Do not wait and there be 100 people deep trying to turn in their time slip at the end. Okay, there's a few people that will be racing for class wins or podiums. That's fine. We get it. It's going to be a little bit, but listen, turn your slip in as soon as you have it, because then once you turn your slips in, you can go load up and get your car ready, go to your tow rig, get that thing loaded up, ready to head out and head towards the house. So that is your schedule for the Circuit 2025. I hope everybody's ready. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be crazy. This will again be posted on Drag Drive Repeat and on the Circuit Charity with Horsepower Facebook page. I sent it in an email the other day, and it's on the WhatsApp group, and it's in the Circuit Racers group. So for folks that say they didn't see it, hey, ask somebody that's there. Don't come to me. Don't send me a message. Don't call me. All that kind of stuff. I'm busy. I'm real busy. Okay. I'll gladly talk to you in person as long as you have a legitimate question. Okay. Let's move on here. I want to say big thanks to DEATSCHWerks there. Love having them as part of the program here. It's awesome being just the knowledge they carry with all of the fuel delivery stuff. Well, guys, you know the deal. We can't do all of this without you guys. Our race car friends make all of this possible. So I want to say thank you from the deepest part of our hearts, man. It's been crazy to be out and about and see everybody, and I can't wait to hang in there and see everybody this weekend at the circuit. And then, of course, our sponsors, can't do it without them. Summit Racing, DEATSCHWerks, Molly Motorsports, Driven Racing Oil, Howard's Cams, J-Wire Solutions, Waffle Racing, Performer Built Transmissions, Car Chains 3D, Power Tube TV, Sweet Patina with the best hand cleaning wipes on the market, and Racing Junk Classifieds. Man, it's a long list, and if you're looking to do some shopping, we would love it if you'd hit those guys up.